Howdy, gang. I'm back, came come Deliverance 2. I honestly don't remember what's going on. I know we were just doing side quests. I think maybe the plan was to go into, Kuttenberg today. Do a story mission. Right. We helped the guy with his depression or whatever, and we have to like come back in a few days to get the Thunderstone. I remember that. So that's where we're at. Been a while. Been about a week. Not for lack of wanting to play, I've just been trying a few things. Pretty sure this guy was broke, so got shit to sell, of course.
Easy, good horse.
What's this red A I'm looking at? Main quests. Alright. Let's do it.
Ja. Ja. Quick. Quick.
So, sometime I mentioned that I was getting really into Monster Hunter World.
Go!
I have now finished the base game, so I guess we can talk about that later. I have Iceborne content to do, but, you know, I think maybe it'll be good to draw the line between the two, because, you know, sometimes expansions are just not good, or they're like really unbalanced or something, and I've heard that there are some really tough bullshit, in addition to the master rank hunts added by Iceborne. What the fuck is this? Sigismund's camp? The weird thing about it is it changed so much of like the core gameplay that there were like patches to add some of the mechanics into the base game, such as like the clutch claw. So I guess I'm not talking about the main game. I don't know. Try and get my thoughts together. We'll go to that maybe half hour or whatever. After the story mission, maybe.
Quick!
Optowitz. Like Auschwitz? Is that what this is called? Yeah, it is Sigismund's camp.
Go! Hey! Quick! Ka!
I keep checking the map. I have a compass. I know where I'm going.
Quick!
I don't, but, you know, I have a compass. No, I do need to check. Sound test. Yeah, we good.
Go!
Having issues before the stream. I ended up restarting the PC just now.
Come on!
In lesser news, the Switch 2 Direct happened.
Go.
Looks cool. Looks like it's maybe like Steam Deck comparable
Quick.
performance, like, you know, somewhat modern hardware this time. Just a lot of modern games being ported to it, like freaking Elden Ring. You know, everybody's gonna buy that twice to play it portably.
Go!
Price is about what you'd expect too, except today they just announced that they were delaying pre-orders because of the tariffs that just went into effect, which means that maybe the price is gonna change. I think it would be weird for them to, like, announce a price and then change it 2 days later as if they didn't know this was coming for several months at this point. We'll see. The real concern is the games, they're going up to like $80. That's crazy, and like, they've confirmed that they're not even doing like full game on the cartridge this time, so like, it's gonna give you a download code or just like a partial install on the thing, just like Discard on consoles now. But, you know, like, I like the Switch cartridges because they have pretty high storage capacity, and like, they give you the whole game. There is no download, and like, if this eShop ever went down or whatever, you earn SOL for reacquiring it. Like, I don't see why they wouldn't do that other than just like shitty DRM.
Go!
Because if I recall correctly, each Switch SD can hold up to like 100 some, maybe even 200 gigs. Like, they're very good. No game is that big except like COD.
Go!
Oh, and then if you do want the physical, it's gonna be like another $10. The physical, it's not even the full game. Like, are you fucking kidding me? That's nuts. I'm thinking I might go all digital with that one like I did with the PlayStation 5. You know, I'm hoping that they, like, at least do discounts more often, because Nintendo doesn't really do that either.
Go!
So, digital sharing's cool. You can, like, lend your things out to people in your family group, and it comes back to you in a set amount of time, which is good. Like, my brother's definitely been borrowing a couple of games of mine for, like, a few months, and he's definitely not playing them. And it's just like, am I ever gonna get them back? I don't know. I keep a little notepad on my desktop so I know what he has, but we'll see. And you can lend them out to friends for an even shorter period of time. Like, that's neat. I think that, like, digital sharing's, like, something that needs to have been worked on, and, like, you know, Steam's family thing is pretty good for that, too. Maybe a bit too generous, but, you know, I ain't gonna complain about generosity.
Go!
Magnetic pads look cool. I mean, I think that the rails are, like, maybe a little flimsy on the base Switch, so that's good. Some people say that the thing that it hooks up with looks flimsy, but, like, it has a clamshell around it, like a, you know, it's like that. So, kind of like an N64 cartridge, there's no way to actually damage it unless you deliberately do it. Taking it on and off isn't going to affect it at all.
You there, Halt! Come here!
You what?
I'm sorry.
This gate isn't the village green.
It's not my fault it's here. I'd go a different way if I could.
You have to pay to go through.
And
What
if
the
I
fuck?
refuse?
Then you can find a different way, Doppelganger.
Fine.
See? That wasn't hard, was it?
Scum. The mouse functionality is real. They have like a shitty little tech demo exploring thing that they're gonna sell, probably for $80. I think that's like a total ripoff. Should be a packing game, you know. Astro's Playroom's great and it's free. They had a surprising amount of games to announce with it, like stuff that's coming to it, like that I wasn't really expecting. I thought it was gonna be all about the hardware. Including basically Bloodborne 2, it's more like Elden Ring Night Ring, but Victorian. I read that it maybe takes place across all time periods. Still looks neat, very unexpected. Seen a lot of like very mature looking things on it. And what, they finally got voice chat and shit built in. They got some weird screen sharing Discord looking shit. Which is honestly more than what the other consoles do, but also, like, it came very late. And they got, like, a webcam thing, like, they made me want this to be, like, a portable streaming machine.
Keep your eyes on the road, you fool.
A lot of multiplayer-looking things in general, like, I think that they're, like, really just honing in on the social aspect of it, which is strange. Never really been their thing, but we might be approaching the time when Nintendo is releasing live service games.
Whether it rains or pours, shopping here is never a chore.
Aside from like a lot of this really unexpected appearances, I thought the Donkey Kong game looked cool. Like destroy everything like Red Faction style. It's pretty sick actually.
A fine day for some fine
And
Come and take your pick.
they showed a clip of Daemon X Machina too, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought Daemon X Machina was like some weird bullet hell thing. But then what they show looks like a freaking character action game with a mech, and like that looks kind of sick. Like, I'm gonna have to reevaluate the first game and see if it's not what I thought, because like I kind of want to play that.
Hey, my lovely. Zizka told me you found something out about Liechtenstein.
If only just Liechtenstein. I've only been here a couple of days, but I seem to know everything about this city and its sinful people. And about the Pope, the second Pope, Sigismund, Wenceslas, about the sickness of old men, the desires of young men, who I sometimes have to beat off with a stick. Simply everything. The tavern seems to be the fount of all knowledge.
And that's how it goes.
Look at it like this. You could have helped us get Dry Devil out of trouble instead.
Don't push it. But that sounds like you found the sod. Is he all right?
Yeah,
Are you asking me if he's right in the head?
We all know he isn't. What I mean is, if anything happened to him.
Oh, he got shot in the arse.
Who did it, for God's sake?
Hard to say. Maybe me, maybe Zizka, or one of the other men. But he'll live.
That's God's punishment for his loutish behavior. I must think up a new fitting nickname for him.
But anyway, about Liechtenstein. Anything new?
Well, there might be something. One of the girls I talked to told me her sweetheart frequents some nasty alehouse. And one of the regulars there recently started buying drinks for the whole house. Which is suspicious, because this fella is practically a beggar. Goatskin, they call him. They asked him where he got the coin.
Goatskin?
and he boasted that he was spying for some rich lord.
Hmm.
Lots of people.
Is that like a condom? They used to make condoms out of lambskin. They still do, but they're like, you know, not super disease protection. It's literally just a bag to catch your nut. So like, if you're calling him Goatskin, you calling him like cum sock.
All right. That sounds promising.
Of course, it doesn't have to be Liechtenstein, but there can't be that many rich men who pay spies. And we have to start somewhere.
That's true. And you've spoken to this goatskin fella?
Not yet. I was rather hoping you'd do it. That grubby alehouse is a bit too wild even for me.
What?
Well, if it's too wild even for you, maybe I should be worried.
Well, at least you don't risk being groped by a bunch of loot.
Well, it's only to be expected after all.
Excuse me?
I mean, I'm sure they don't see nice women like you very often.
Naughty boy. You just make sure nobody robs you there.
Does this place have a name?
I'm not sure if it's a name, but the locals call it the Hole in the Wall.
Dirty free for all. Wow. The name speaks for everything.
Sounds like a nice place for a romantic evening, eh?
Glory hole.
You'll find it in Hot Prink. There's no other alehouse in that quarter.
So, goatskin in the hole in the wall. I reckon I remember that. I'll go and check it out.
It's
Before
definitely
you
kind
go,
of no.
I wanted to ask. Nobody ever told me why we're actually looking for this Liechtenstein fella.
I might know.
He might know where they're holding Capon.
I'm sure lots of people might know that.
But Liechtenstein's on our side. At least I hope he still is. You never know these days.
But who is he? And why is he in Kuttenberg?
He's a young noble from Job's council. His family have domains in Moravia and Lower Austria. He's here to gather information about the enemy for Jobst. And judging by how important it was for Istvan to find out where he is, he's a real thorn in their side. And they're out to get him.
So we're getting involved in noblemen's schemes again. That means trouble.
I'll do my best not to get us mixed up in all that.
Sure you will. But it can't be helped. There's a war on, and we have to fight. Watch out for yourself, Henry. I have a bad feeling about that district.
You're not the only one.
I'll be
Yeah, I'll
right
be fine.
there.
Just might get robbed. Call me naughty boy. I don't know, I kinda like it. She's a bit milfy though, you know, like...
When it rains, it pours.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, like, you know, I'm like almost 27. So like that's starting to become what's supposed to be the norm for me, but it still seems weird, you know? Oh, speaking of Yolpst, apparently Carl Yost got fucking wrecked in court by Billy Mitchell, the fraud Donkey Kong man. He was like notorious for losing frivolous lawsuits, but apparently in one of Carl's videos he may have insinuated that Billy made someone commit suicide. And that was enough for him to actually lose the case.
God will repay you.
That's kind of wild. Like, it's such a point that, like, everybody overlooked until now. I'm like, wait, what? He didn't make a new video recently. What happened? I mean, I guess that's enough. For defamation, I think that like several like $1 billion or whatever the hell he was charged is like a lot, especially when the guy is like a known cheater now. But Jesus.
I don't have a brush to my name.
Oh wow.
If you're gonna yell at each other, do it somewhere
It's
else.
Axie McGee.
Quiet there.
Bastard! Come on then! I'll be with you. Now you've got to get it.
And the thing is, the news about that came out on April Fool's Day. I thought it was a joke. I was so shocked when I saw the next day that it was real. Yo, what the fuck?
It's a good thing Mutt isn't here.
Hey, stop fighting!
Where is Mutt?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. Do you know him?
Aye. But I reckon I ain't gonna tell you nothing.
Why not?
Because I don't know you. Although the way you're kitted out, you seem like you might fit in here.
Pretty hard, bro.
I'll fit right in here. After all, I'm in the trade.
Funny, I ain't seen your mug before, though.
No, I ain't from this neck of the woods. I do business mostly out of Colleen, only the catchpoles there are on my heels. I done in this fucker what owed me a pile of glint. Only the bugger turns out to be the son of a councillor, so
Pile of glint.
needs to lay low for a bit, see? A mate of mine sent me to see Goatskin. Says he owes him from way back and he'd get me fixed up like...
One of ours from Colleen. Well, that's another story. Our doors is always open to you fellas. What was it you wanted to know?
I'm looking for Goatskin. I hear he used to come here.
Aye. Thing is, ain't nobody seen him here for a few days.
But he used to come here.
Aye. He was here day in, day out. Only this time some burly lads came here and duffed him up proper.
Do you know the men who beat him up?
No. But there were some Jews among them, and that's pretty odd. Seeing as how they don't usually get mixed up in nothing.
Why did they give him such
Jews
a
are mixed
beating?
up in everything.
Did they say anything?
Well, Goatskin is a right knobhead. Always asking for it, he is. But I reckon this time it was about his big gob. The last week he was coming, throwing glint around. And when we squeezed him about where he got the coin, he said he was spying for some lord.
And does this lord have a name?
He didn't say. We didn't swallow his yarn about spying anyway. We reckoned he made a score and just wanted to look like a big man.
Why didn't you defend Goatskin? Isn't he one of you?
He is and he ain't. I'm no saint, but that Goatskin stepped in some nasty shit and then walked it in our door and all. I ain't saying we don't look out for each other, but there's limits, innit?
What happened to Goatskin?
I guess he did just make a
Does
big
anyone know
score
where
and
he
he
is now?
spent a bunch of money
No
on
word.
bring
But I
people here to
reckon
investigate.
He's holed up somewhere, licking his wounds. Seems he stuck his nose in a wasp's nest, and he won't be sticking it out again for a while. If you're going to look for him, try it at night. You don't stray far when he's on the job. Usually between Hradek and the horse market. He goes after drunks. So I try asking in the local drinking dens.
All right. What does he look like, though? He can't be the only fella who likes to relieve drunks of their purses.
God's truth. But you'll know Goatskin when you see him. They call him that on account of how he got kicked in the head by a goat as a nipper. He's got a dent in his forehead you could use for a game of marbles.
What?
I'm sure you know the town better than me. What drinking dens are there on Goatskin's patch?
Between the horse market and Hradek, there's the Black Horse, a miner's tavern. Wayman the taverner used to be a miner. And then there's the Big Bathhouse. It belongs to some bloke called Adam. He tarted the place up big.
Any others?
None I know.
Thanks. I'll go and look for him.
I wish you luck then. He ain't the brightest, but he's got a real talent for saving his own skin. Once you're done with him, come by and see us. Seems after all you're a pretty handy bloke. We could use the likes of you.
Yeah, a job.
If you've got some job for me, you can tell me straight up. So what kind of work do you have for me?
A job worthy of your skills. But first, just a little test to see that you're not as dim-witted as that arsehole Goatskin. What is Wycliffe's first thesis?
What?
Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, said our Lord, meaning a return to simplicity.
Wrong. Second question. Which estate has the greatest reformatory potential?
What?
Coming right up.
The church?
I asked who should start the reform, not who should be reformed. A reformation is the last thing the church would want. The answer is the common people.
After our talk about Goatskin, I didn't think you'd know about these things.
You thought we were just paupers who couldn't count to 5, didn't you? But now let's see who's the pauper. Last question. Who is the rightful king of Bohemia?
Wenceslas. There's no doubt about it.
Indeed. All right. Now let's talk about the job. Maybe this will disappoint you a little, but it concerns Wenceslas's brother. It's he who will secure your place in our humble company.
The beer on the table.
From what you said, I gather you're not spying for Sigismund. It's rather the other way round, huh?
We call ourselves the Guild. We profess the ideals of equality and brotherhood. Our only law is the Holy Bible. Worldly justice is as fickle as a common whore, yielding to those who are in power.
Justice for me or the gallows.
No.
Aren't you afraid to end up there?
Friend,
Thieves Guild.
one must be willing to suffer for the truth. Sigismund is a usurper. And the church and the magistrates are but a lowly horse spreading her legs for Sigismund. As long as we go against Sigismund and honour the scripture, our souls remain pure.
What if I go and tell the bailiff you're calling him a whore? Just out of courtesy, you know?
Go ahead. Perhaps you are one of the lucky ones who are not harmed by Sigismund's presence in Bohemia. Maybe you don't mind selling a piece of your conscience by ratting us out. As for me, I will go to the town hall with my head held high. But you?
Don't worry. I was just teasing you. I think the same of Sigismund. Tell me about your operation here.
We are who we are, and we do what we do. Like the early church of Jesus' apostles, in unity and fidelity to his words. I'm in charge. I plan all our missions. Goliath is the muscle. Knuckles, well,
Knuckles.
he mostly complains. But he also knows his way around locks. But we're all equal. We share the profits equally, but we don't do it for the wealth. We want to drive Sigismund out of this town.
How can I join you?
You want to join us already? I don't have to talk you into it. That's
Fuck
great.
Sigismund.
We're not particular about formalities. Let's just have a beer, and then you're one of us.
Well, alright. I'm probably gonna drug me, but you know.
Here's to the guild.
To the
Trust.
guild! That reminds me, I'd like to throw a feast for the poor. The bigger the better.
Didn't you say you were just ordinary people with no money?
We are. And this is where Sigismund comes in. Because he's going to pay for the feast out of his own pocket.
That was a good one. How are you going to make that happen?
Me? No. You'll make it all happen. Listen carefully. Sigismund seized land down in the valley near Pach and built his personal warehouse on it, right under our noses as a provocation. There he stores fancy foods and gifts for his commanders, and for that red-bearded gob of his. Sausages, smoked meats, foreign spices, and more.
Smoke meat every
Fancy
day.
delicacies from Italy, Hungary, Slavonia, and all the other shitholes where he owns land. While we're eating porridge and cabbage all the time. You will steal all the food you can carry from that warehouse. And as a nice token, you will leave there... Let's see... What would you leave there?
Pile of shit. Cabbage.
That cabbage you said you were eating all the time?
Brilliant! Get at least one head from the greengrocer and leave it there for Sigismund. Let him eat for once what we have in our bowls almost every day. But I'm warning you right now, no violence. Don't even think about slitting anyone's throat in that warehouse. The job isn't to punish some poor sod on guard duty. Is that clear?
Got it. What should I do with the stolen food?
You'll give it to the beggars. Let them feast like kings for once. It's not hard to find poor people in the town. Just go to the gates or churches, and you'll surely come across some. There are also tents full of them in Minor Street, Church Street or Cobbler Street. When you're done, come and see me, and we'll figure out what to do next.
Alright.
Sigismund will be fucking livid he can't enjoy his fine sausages. Can I expect any help from you?
If you need some tools, stop by Knuckles. That's all I can help you with.
All right. I'll head out.
Good luck.
Rob.
Taking their time
It's
again.
just you.
What is this, Knuckles?
What?
Cooked pear.
God bless you, sir.
Apparently, the city council is organizing another collection for repair.
Mole.
Good afternoon.
Where did the skeleton come from?
Ah, another newcomer who hasn't heard of Hugo. I'm happy to tell you because it's a hilarious tale. Have you got the time?
Sure.
Sure do. Tell me.
Well, then listen carefully. 10 years ago, back when the tavern belonged to another fella, miners used to gather here and play dice for money. Miners are not very rich and they often lost what little they had to live on. But their wives were understandably pissed off, so they came up with a plan. They clubbed together to buy a skeleton of a hanged man from the executioner, and they hid it in the cupboard where the miners kept their dice, thinking they would take it as a sign from God. But when the drunken men opened the cupboard and saw the skeleton, they were amused. They sat it down next to them, gave her a drink, and even threw the dice when it was the skeleton's turn.
The wife's plan didn't work out so well.
The miners don't come here anymore, but Hugo, as he came to be called, stayed. The miners don't come here anymore, but Hugo, as he came to be called, stayed. I'm telling you, he'll be still sitting here long after our bones are in the ground. Good story, right?
Great. I'd have a drink with Hugo in a heartbeat. Is it true you hold fights here?
No bloody way. What we do here has nothing to do with fighting.
Right, this
Teeth
is
fly in all directions.
where they fight with
Bones
armored gloves.
crack, blood flows. It's a bloodbath.
And people do this voluntarily?
Not only voluntarily, but willingly. There's quite a nice heap of money in it. And there are other things at play.
That sounds like something for me.
As you wish. But if Damian, Zavish or Goliath slice you into schnitzel, don't come crying to me.
You can't scare me. I'm in.
Have it your way. I warned you. First, pay me the entry fee.
Here.
Well, let's see. A fight with Damian is first up for you. If he doesn't get you by force, he will certainly get you by pure stench alone.
Can't wait.
Zarvish is up second. When he fights, it's a joy to behold. But there's this one... sober, he's not worth a damn. If you want to fight with him, you have to make certain he's got some drinks in him.
And can't you get those drinks into him yourself? You run this place, don't you?
I could, but Zarvish has quite a tab here already, so he won't get even a drop on the house anymore. But I won't let him fight if he's sober. Do with that what you may. The last one
Layden.
is Goliath, our champion. Nobody's ever defeated him here.
Maybe I'll be the first.
I know Goliath, and I know what he's capable of. If you value your life, when you go down, stay down. Well, and that's that. We hold the fights in the building next door. The lads will already be waiting for you there. And one more thing. No giving up. You fight as long as you're standing, and if you lose, well, you'll see.
Wonderful.
Turned into mincemeat. Alright, what's this Damien then? Strand. Hog.
Greetings. How can I help?
I'm Henry. Chenyek took me into your group.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Ruthards, but they call me Hog. Rat and I are the main workforce around here.
What does that mean?
We do what Chenyek and Goliath say.
Alright, well...
God bless you, sir.
Archery range? I see, so he's outside. There's an archery range. Oh, Damien. There you get you fucking fucked up.
Come and fight.
All right, then. But I have another proposal. Mole gets his share from the fees, but only the winner gets the spoils. So, what would you say to a wee bet? So us weaker fighters have a chance?
You know, why not?
Mighty kind of you. Ready?
I mean, you're just gonna lose money, bro. Like, I think you need it. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Fucking hell! Cover! I'm wounded! Defend yourself, asshole! Such
Got
a
him.
wanker, and he kicks my arse.
What do you mean, wanker? Getting your ass kicked once wasn't enough?
Just you wait. Zavish will wipe that smirk off your face. Here, take the money and get out of my sight, you prick.
Hey, fuck you. This is Zavish.
Boozing.
Should we fight?
I've got a bit of a dry throat. Let me just have a drink first. Then we can.
Yeah, alright.
Would you like to raise a cup with me?
Do I know you?
You know the drink.
Of course. You don't remember me? We were drinking here together a few days ago. If I hadn't put a few coins up for you, Mole would have skinned you alive.
Ah, well... I don't remember anything about that, but it sounds like me.
Gaslit.
I'd be happy to drink with you. Here you go. My treat. But not a peep in front of Mole. He mustn't find out I have money, or he want me to pay for everything I owe.
You know, they gave you money for free.
Here's something to drink. Enjoy.
I was pretty damn thirsty. Bottoms up!
Getting proper drunk. Three wines and an ass whooping. He's gonna want to rip his head off tomorrow.
Now do you feel like fighting?
No, not yet. But we're almost there. Could you find another drop?
Damn, alright.
Another drink for your other leg?
What a moonshine.
You're a fella I don't meet every day. Gloria!
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Well, how about that fight?
Absolutely!
Should we fight?
Aye! But what do you say to a bet first? So we get something out of this?
Good idea. Here you are.
Sacre. I can't seem to count it. Well, I trust you. If worse comes to worse, I'll lose on it. Let's fight!
We want to see some blood!
Holy
Cheers.
Cheese Grove.
You call that a punch? You call that a... You call that a... punch?
Crikey.
Come on, then. Go fuck yourself. You call that a... punch? Ha! Fuck you! 2 on 1. What kind of shit is that? Fuck you! You call that a... punch?
I am the shadow.
Bad luck.
Punch his face
Hurry up. I have to take a piss. Hurry up. I have to take a piss. Hurry up. I have to take a piss. 2 on 1. What kind of shit is that?
Blimey.
Go fuck it.
Good fight.
Good, good. My skull's still spinning from it. Or is that from the drink? Lord knows. You get the whole bet, and don't drink it up right away.
You got a moment, lad?
Don't hold things up.
You're new here, aren't you? Has Chenyet talked the head off you already?
We spoke.
I'll give you some good advice to start with. Don't listen to his bollocks about a fairer society and the honourable struggle for a better tomorrow. It's just bullshit to mess with newcomers like you. By the way, They call me Knuckles.
Guardian of the Master Emerald.
It sounded pretty convincing to me.
Aye. Chenyek can sweet-talk people like no other. I mean, Chenyek talks about sharing stuff fairly and how we don't do it for the money. But you know what? It's horseshit. It's every man for himself down here, even if they say otherwise. And Chenyek just gives it such a nice polish.
Are you saying he lied to me?
More like, he didn't tell you the whole truth. I heard from friends that Sigismund has a bottle of very fine wine somewhere in his warehouse. The kind of wine that you don't often see in these parts. I have a buyer for it. So if you bring it to me, I'll give you half the coin he's paying for it.
What? I mean, it sounds easier. And you work with Knuckles, don't you? Like... Nah.
Well, I'll stick to what Chenyek told me. I'm not complicating it by stealing wine.
Well, that's a shame.
Chenyek said you could give me some gear too.
All that talk about equality, brotherhood. But when it comes to lockpicks, I'm supposed to give you stuff from my own stash. Here's something you might find useful.
Thank you.
Are you gawking at me? Don't hold things up.
You gawking at my mind. I've got a head injury. Should probably heal up a bit.
I'm the best one here.
Bro, I don't give a shit. I need to fucking heal.
I wish you a blessed evening.
I'll be with you, and have a pleasant evening.
Is there like a wash tub around, dog? There it is. Oh. Whoops. Alright, how about have a drink and potion. Can I get any perk points? One available somewhere. Unarmed. I still don't really understand how the clinch attacks work. Like, is it just a dice roll? I know sometimes there's like a parry prompt, but it's not always there. can Master Strike unarmed? And that sounds useful. Yeah, continuous attacks do more damage is good, but it's not always doable. Also activates after a stealth takedown. I'll go with Ringmeister. Yes, gives me something to do in a clinch, I guess.
I'd hit it over the head with a shovel.
Always welcome here, good sir.
At least you have a fine fur for your...
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
I got like a book to read or anything. I just need to pass time. Do not. Archery range. I'll check that out. Ah, the sun is going down. That's what we want.
God bless you, sir.
Master Wenceslas. Master Neri.
Good day to you.
Why do they call you Neri, Master?
Actually, that's because of my younger brother. We're dead ringers for each other, you know. So Vashek let his beard grow out so that people could tell us apart.
Aha, I see.
I have to admit it helped, but one day, some drunkard stopped us on the street and started yelling about how the liquor's making him see double.
Well, alright.
But then he took a good look at us and saw that beard. And then he started screaming. It's not the fucking alcohol. There's two of them bastards here. One hairy and one nary. And that was it. Since then, nobody's called me anything else.
Thanks. Now
But my brother didn't escape it either. It didn't take long before they started calling him Vashek Neri, hairy or not. They even started calling our cousin Little Neri. You see what one stupid little nickname can do?
Aye. Truly exhausting. So what's your real name?
Emmanuel, of course, after my grandfather on my father's side.
Huh. Emmanuel?
Ah, such a nice name, but all of you still have to call me by that stupid nickname.
Yeah, that name's probably by your name, brother. Popinjay.
So this is a Popinjay contest, is it? What exactly do we have to do?
There's nothing to it. It's actually pretty simple. You have to shoot down the straw birds on the range faster than your opponents. Whoever shoots down the most wins. Any idiot can understand the rules, but that doesn't make it any easier.
I see, so we're not just shooting a stationary target, we're shooting a whole range of them.
You better see how you get on with the beginners first. You may not win as much because the stakes are lower, but you have a better chance.
I'd like to enter the shooting contest.
I assume you know the rules, so why not? So what will it be? Bow or crossbow?
Crossbow's ass.
Longbow.
Right. Now I just have to find you an opponent. Do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers? I might even find a few master sharp archers around here for you. Of course, you'd have to stump up more money than against the usual bunglers, but the prize would be bigger.
Let's not overdo it. Find me some beginners.
Right. But these fellows ain't gonna compete for nothing. Do you have the coin to stake?
Wait, let me see how much I have on me. Ah, here it is. All right, let's shoot.
Now you're talking. I'll fetch the lads. You get ready and wait for the signal. You good, sir. And we're off.
That's one dead duck.
Oh, shit. I'm not hitting a thing.
Oh, shit. I hope it didn't hit anybody.
Damn.
That was just a practice shot. It doesn't count.
Fuck. Bird's a hard target. Damn it. Can't aim lower.
I'm not hitting a thing.
I don't think anybody else really hit anything.
One bird after another knocked down. My compliments. Here's your winnings. Drop by again sometime.
Thank you.
And I did alright, I guess. Let me get another one of them potions going. Oi, bruv, where'd you go?
I'd like to enter the shoot.
Back again? Don't know when to call it, but if you intend to beat everybody again like last time, watch out. No one will want to take you on if you win every time. So what will it...
Let's try the...
Right. Do you want me to look around for beginners or more advanced archers?
Well, I reckon I could take on a couple of your crack archers.
Right. But these fellows ain't gonna compete for nothing. Do you have the coin to...
Wait, let me see how...
Now you're talking. Yes, sir.
Alright, I got this.
Go!
Who shoved me? How am I supposed to aim like that?
Hell you don't.
Who shoved me? How am I supposed to aim like that?
Ah.
Still no luck. Oh shit! I hope I didn't hit anybody.
I'm not hitting a thing.
Damn.
Next time, try to step up your game. That was too easy.
Come on, bro, it was a tie. No money?
I'd like to...
Back again? You've come... So what?
Better...
Right. Do you want me to...
No.
Right.
Wait,
Now... Blessed evening. Let 'em fly!
Maybe I should, like, focus on getting the easy targets down.
I'd give up now if I was you. I'm not hitting a thing. Fuck. How am I supposed to aim like that? Well, fuck me if that bird ain't tethered in place. I'm not hitting a thing. And down he comes.
Fucking hell.
That was just...
Fuck.
It doesn't count.
Ah! Oh, I still won.
Sacra! You're a better shot than me. Here's your prize.
Thank you.
Yeah, we need to get better with the bow. That's kind of good. So, crossbow bleeding is faster? How does that work? Nice hit and run. Firing a gun debuffs everyone around you. I want steady aim or skirmisher. I would be kidding myself if I thought I could take on masters right now, but you know, that's good. Yeah, I'm already healed up enough to maybe handle Sir Goliath here. Maybe I should shave.
Shall we fight?
No problem. So, come and bet. You can't take any groschen to the grave anyway.
Well, why not? Here you go.
Now, say goodbye to your life.
What? What the fuck? Yo, bro. Was that about saying goodbye to your life?
Move on, you snail.
You lousy bastard! I've been crushing men's bones for so long, and then this squirt comes along and... fuck me!
Yeah, fuck you.
You know how it is. Everything has to end someday.
Yeah, fuck you. His head's gonna explode when he hears you beat me. Maybe I'll inherit this place then.
Yeah, you probably bet a lot on him. Oh, they mole.
Excuse me.
I won all the fights.
No fucking way! Goliath isn't the undefeated champion anymore? Who'd have reckoned?
Couldn't last forever.
Anyway, the reward is yours. Here you go. One for Damian, another for Zavish, the third for Goliath, and a fourth one, just for surviving.
Thanks.
They have similar, but much more boring, entertainment in Horshan. Young Ruthards runs things there. Tomlin. And I heard blokes from Prague and Miskovitz were recently in a brawl. I don't know who won, but it must have been a pretty dance.
Thanks for the advice.
Anyway, you beat the best here. That's not going to discourage them, so feel free to come back sometime. If nothing else, people like to gawp at it. And when their throat dries out from all that kibitzing, then business is booming.
he gave me like teeth-themed dye. Are they carved out of teeth, or like, is it like a set bonus thing where my luck increases when I use all teeth? Okay, so stir up Sigismund's supply of quality sausages. Find Goatskin. It said to look for him around night. Hey, the barber. Yeah, I guess I will head over to this green bee. Oh. Alright, so Monster Hunter World said I finished the base game. Background information, I bought this game years ago. I bought 2 copies of it to play it with my brother, and he just never really played it. He booted it up before me, like he was maybe more excited to play, and then he just only booted it up like once or twice. And we never actually played together. Like, the plan was to do the easy hunts first, like alone, just get him out of the way, get acquainted with the game, maybe test out the weapons. And, you know, once we got things figured out, we start fighting harder monsters, we join, and it just never happened, and years later I go and play it alone. And the game is a little dead, because Wilds is out, and it's, you know, Wilds is big and cool and very accessible and whatnot. I don't like everything that they've done with that. I haven't played it, maybe it is great, but, you know, obviously taking 2 weapons with you on a hunt is nice. Like, there are times when I wish I had a ranged weapon, but I settle for just having a weapon with reach. But, you know, there's other things I just think they're maybe a bit, and it's not something I plan on playing right away anyways. When I have a perfectly good one, it has, like, universal praise, other than it maybe being a bit on the easy side, but, you know, the other ones were a bit on the hard side, so not really a bad thing. So yeah, game bit dead. I'll, like, go into a matchmake, and, at, like, peak hours, there's maybe, like, 8 people online in the lobby that I join. It tries to match you with people around the same ranks, so you can, you know, hunt together if you want. But very often it'll just be like me and someone else, and that someone else is like 10 levels higher than me or whatever. Levels hunter rank, you don't really level up, but your hunter rank like limits how much you can upgrade your armor pieces. So, like, there is progression in that.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
I'm sorry, bro. Okay, so World's whole thing was that, like, it was the first entry with, like, completely interconnected zones. Normally everything's like split up into little segment areas, and they have like numbers on the map, like this is Area 5, this is Area 4. And like they're linked together in a map, kind of like Resident Evil or something, also made by Capcom. But this was like all fully open, you can chase monsters around the whole map. The monsters can interact with each other, like they can have turf wars and shit. There's like traps in the environment, so like getting to know the world was like a big thing. And some of that's cool, but basically when you get like maybe 60-70% through the game, you unlock the high rank hunts, and from there on monsters will like migrate to other environments, not their usual habitat, and when they're not in their usual habitat, they behave kind of weird. it's harder to predict what they're trying to do, where their bases are and stuff. And then, like, new monsters that are exclusive to hard rank exploration will appear as well. And, you know, they can end up just, like, completely throwing the balance of the ecosystem off. Yeah, things got just very chaotic. It was frustrating. I'd try and fight one guy, and I'd end up getting a fight with, like, 3 other monsters at the same time. Like, they fight each other. It's not like I was getting murdered, but, like, I just couldn't do much. I had to, like, sit there and play defensive, and it was, like, kind of lame. And I guess it's cool, but it's kind of lame to have to be defensive, you know?
Here, Mutt.
Oh, yeah, very chaotic. I think the game was, like, very hand-holdy, which I honestly need a little hand-holding. Like, there's always been a sort of, like, tutorial set of missions. The tier 1 hunts you, like, don't even fight a proper monster most of the time. It'll just be like, catch a fish, make a potion, like, that's all you gotta do. But, you know, there's more to it. Like, you have to find bait to catch the fish, you have to find the plants to make the potion, like... You know, and that was good for teaching you, but this one, just, like... You're in tutorial mode for maybe a little too long. I mean, you still fight a monster quickly, but it's like a baby monster, right? Your first 2 hunts are, like... The Great Jagras, which is just a... like a big iguana, kind of. And it's not much of a threat at all. Occasionally it eats something when its belly's full, it can, like, roll on you, but it doesn't do that much damage or anything. And I think the second one is, like, the Kalu Yaku, which is, like, a scavenger bird. You know, like the fucking dinosaur that runs away with the eggs and the... And yeah, he's not much of a threat either. I mean, it's seemingly a not predatory animal, but you know, he just... do much. I mean, occasionally he picks up a rock and then he can, like, stun you with the rock and then, like, he might combo you from that, but... And holding the rock also acts as, like, a shield for him, and otherwise he isn't much of a threat either. And... I don't know. It really does take a while before things, like, start to get fun, is what I'm getting at. And from there, the enemies are a bit more threatening, and it's up to you to figure out how to neutralize them. Maybe you, like, need a defense boost, maybe you need to break parts of them to weaken their attacks. Like, there's this guy, Doggo Gama, something like that. It's like a big red dog, I call him Clifford. And he can, like, make you bleed with his claw attacks. He's really aggressive, so... if you, like, break his claws, won't make you bleed quite as often, and the attacks in general just do less damage. So, you know, that's useful. Good. Or, what, there's the Toby Kodaki, Kodachi, whatever. When it moves around, it, like, builds up static, and it makes it, like, an electric thing, so, you have to try and immobilize it, keep it from moving too much, to keep it from being a threat. There was, like, an Elder Dragon, I think it was patched in later, it's like a unicorn called Kieran, and it just, like, flings lightning around all the time. If you break its unicorn horn off, it, like, can't use certain attacks anymore. You can also use a weapon that does Elder Seal, and it'll lose access to most of its abilities. It'll be a lot less aggressive, and he turns into a joke.
Why don't you have a torch? You can't be out after dark without a light.
But, you know, like, it's not that, like, everything has to be a mega challenge, but just learning about the monster and figuring out how to disable it is what makes it being trivialized to satisfying. The Nergigante, right? He beat my ass. He, like, grows spikes that regenerate over time and they get harder, so, like, your attacks will start to bounce once they've fully grown. And, like, he does more damage when they're fully grown, too, and then you can dislodge them, and, like, you have to, like, get equipment with Part Breaker to smash these spikes as quick as possible to keep them from being a threat. Or, again, the Elder Seal, since he's an Elder Dragon, will, like, soften up the hard things when you hit them, so that's also quite useful. But, you know, if what I'm describing probably sounds a lot like The Witcher. Like, you learn about the monster, and you prepare for the hunt, you change your gear up to try and min-max whatever you're fighting against, and I think that, like, in the early game, not too important, like, you're not fighting too many elemental beasts. Then, like, the mid-game, it starts to matter a lot more, and then now that I'm in the late game, you unlock, like, second-tier variants of every armor. Like, every monster, you hunt it again, and it'll drop better-tier materials, then you can make super armors. They have sockets for gems, so you can, like, put skill gems in the sockets and kind of make, like, an ultimate suit that complements your playstyle, as well as swapping out the gems, maybe, for the hunt's sake. I'm just kind of supposed to find a poor person.
You won't catch me in deep water again. My shoulder still hurts from the last time.
So yeah, it, like, kind of stopped mattering. It's not that I'm not changing stuff up between hunts, but, like, I don't know. I don't think that the gems were in the other games. I've only really played the first one, like, Freedom on PSP. There's a remake of the first one, and then, played a bit of Try on 3DS. I thought it was kind of hard to play, so I really didn't do much, but, I don't know, to my knowledge, World just added a lot of new features and stuff like that that maybe made things a little too easy, but, you know, to me it means that it made it accessible, and that's good. You don't want to go too far in that direction, but some was needed for sure. You know, I can totally get by without using consumable items most of the time. That's maybe a problem that people more experienced would like, but, I like knowing that if I'm getting my ass beat, I can use the consumable item and, you know, do better. Expeditions were another new addition, I think. Like, you can, like, go into the maps and just, like, freely explore.
Sharpened already.
You can hunt things just in free roam if you really want materials, so you don't want to, like, spend a lot of time. You can do multiple hunts at once with, like, no risk to yourself. You can feint as many times as you want without failing. It'll run away eventually if it's, like, dying, but that's not... It could be worse. It might come back, you know? Otherwise, you can, like, find tracks and, like, get investigations and to infinitely hunt things. You're like, you know, fuck you, pay me. And sometimes those tracks will have, like, glowies around them. And those will give you, like, monsters with even more boosted stats you can make special equipment out of. Kinda cool. I haven't really fought too many of those just yet, only like one or two. Is there like a homeless camp marked on the map, bro? Or whatever, there's beggars in the tavern, they would know. No, I don't just head right there. I don't think the grind for materials was like crazy intense. I mean, I was usually able to make at least one piece a year after a hunt. Some of it's still RNG based, especially when you get into high rank and you need like even more rare materials. Like sometimes you just need a wyvern gem, and that can come from any wyvern, but it has a low drop rate, so SOL sometimes. Eventually, there's ways to like craft them by melting down other materials. But that's also, like, part of a grind, you know, you need to grind out trash materials to do that. And, you know, it's subjective. I only made, like, armor pieces I thought were useful. I wasn't trying to make the full set for everything, or, like, make every weapon or whatever. I picked one weapon of the many. There were, like, 20 freaking weapons or something. They all play completely different. I took it and got intimately familiar with it. I went with the charge blade. I tested all of them. There's a nice little testing area. I spent like my first session just playing with the weapons without actually hitting any monsters. And the charge blade is pretty cool. It's this big sword and shield, so it's a little slower, but it also has more reach, and then like it builds up charge. You can turn it into an axe and release the charge with special axe attacks, and you can power up the axe and turn it into like a buzzsaw.
They pour the beer on the table.
The axe itself has a lot of reach. I've been able to hunt like a lot of flying wyverns with it. It was pretty sick.
Careful.
There's a beggar. You're a beggar.
Lord be with you.
I brought you some food.
Sweet Jesus.
Greetings to you too.
Can't believe it. I must be dreaming. So much food. I'll feed my whole family and have some left over for the neighbors. Who do I thank for this feast?
Thank King Sigismund's people for all these gifts.
Really? Oh, he can't be too bad of a king if he thinks of poor paupers like me. Long live our good King Sigismund!
Take care for now.
I thought he was gonna say it more sarcastically than that.
Take care. Good night.
Damned darkness.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad at all.
I'm sorry.
That said, it is, like, kind of slow, so, like, that's the trade-off of having a shield, basically. I didn't really dodge roll too much. I do occasionally, like, if I'm in axe mode and I don't want to switch to the shield right away. But, you know, it's an interesting attack system. You got, like, a lot of moves you gotta get familiar with, do combos, shortcuts to get to specific phases of a thing. And, like, there are guard points in the combos, so, like, there are moves where maybe you'll end with your shield forward, and that'll count as a block if you, like, use that at the right time.
I'm sorry.
Ah, boy. You're a beggar.
Welcome.
I brought you some food.
Sweet Jesus. I'll feed my whole... Oh.
I'm sorry.
Be that as it may, thank
Oh.
Greetings. Greetings.
Oi, bruv. He's the same beggar. What's with the horny cats?
The Lord be with you.
Jesus Christ. While we're talking about weapons, let's talk about how damage calculations are done, because it's weird. You'll look at your weapon stats and it'll say it does like 300 damage. And then you hit a monster and it does like 2 damage because the values are just really small, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it all comes down to armor values, I guess, and there's some kind of bloat stat per weapon that's like, that 300 is multiplied by like point whatever based on what kind of weapon you're using and what attack in the weapon. But then, you know, you get a weapon that does like just 50 more damage, and that'll make it as pretty significant damage if you go and fight the same monster. Because I guess their armor values are tiered in such a way. And then elemental damage, you'll also calculated weird, and has like a star system for how effective each element is. And like you have to debate for your weapon type what's better, elements or status effects. Because some are better than others at applying them. If you do like a lot of fast hits in a short time, status effects are pretty effective. But then some weapons just don't have attacks to actually apply the elemental effect. I'm not really sure how that works at all. I just assume that it's always working. You know, maybe it's a charge blade thing that is always working. I mean, I'm usually having the buzzsaw mode when I can. But then again, the buzzsaw is also good at doing the stats effects. You know, it's kind of good for both. So I basically made one of each. I changed it up based on what hunt. When I was first learning to fight the dog boy with the bleedy claws I talked about before, I had to switch to a paralysis weapon for him. Just to keep him from moving, but eventually I got his moves down and now I can fight him with anything. Bro, I need to find some fucking beggars. Probably help if I just went elsewhere. Character creator is pretty big. There's a decent selection of things, but it doesn't have like facial morphing sliders, which I can live without. Like, I thought I was able to make a cool looking character, I guess, but some people just want to make monstrosities, and that's not really an option. You do, however, get to customize your cat as well, so maybe the simplicity is good, because you're going to spend time making both. Your Palico is an optional partner, who's always alongside you, and you know, he can use cool gadgets and level up. He levels up traditionally. He doesn't do like too much damage, but it's something. Especially if you equip like a status effect on his weapon, then it's helpful. And the gadgets are especially helpful. You can help with some quests in the expeditions, such as meeting Grimalkins, which will get you new gadgets, the ability to ride a small creature, really useful for chasing down monsters when they run away, and like trading with them, which can give you like treasure hunts to do eventually. And you can, like, occasionally find a partner to get, like, a second one, and they can also recruit a small monster to fight alongside you. There's a lot of useful things they can do eventually. And I think it's nice that, you know, with the game being more focused on multiplayer, you always have a little buddy with you. And I also think that it's just cute they're like cats that walk upright. I know in Rise they did the Palamute instead, which is like a dog. I don't think they stuck around for Wilds and, like, you know, fuck the dog. But I don't know, I think it'd be cool if you're able to choose one or the other. You're exploring the world, every, like, unique material you find can, like, unlock new fresh ingredients for the food. You can eat, like, a meal before you go to a hunt. You get special effects, having fresh ingredients will give you stronger effects, so it's good to get as many of those as possible. You know, like, customize meals and save them for specific build-outs. Bro, I just want to find some fucking beggars. I don't know.
Prague is a whole different world compared to this old place.
Did you bring anything back with you?
But he was empty pockets and a whole lot of Good day.
Oh. The food cutscenes are, like, really delicious looking, I'll say that. Very high quality food. Yeah. Good variety of monsters, I should say. Each map, which there's 4 of, has at least 3 or 4 small monsters, as well as, like, an apex predator. And then there's, like, a handful of bonus monsters that appear in the hard rank hunts, and there's, like...
A fountain? Where does the water come from? Here, in the middle of the city.
Good fellow. Could you help me, please?
Huh?
Sure. What is it you need?
I lost something, and I can't find it for the life of me. I'll be damned. It must be around here somewhere. It couldn't have vanished into thin air.
What are you looking for?
My leather satchel. I put it down here for a moment, and now it's gone?
Where did you put it?
Somewhere around here. I made sure it wouldn't be in plain sight. At least I think I did. My stomach started churning so bad, everything went blurry. So I shucked it off my back and ran off to... You know. There was nothing else for it, see? And I was back in no time.
Oh, a moment's distraction is all it takes. Someone must have filched it from you.
That fast? Not possible. Someone must have been following me. I'm in heaps of shit now. If I don't find it, I'm done for. All my tools are in there. Fine jewellery too. Gold, silver.
Jesus,
cut
bro.
stones. A fortune, you know. Everything I own.
Now hold on. Wait. What are you doing? Give it back right now!
Fuck.
You scumbag. He's the thief. Where'd he go? I kinda wanna chase him down, beat his ass. No, he's gone. What was I saying? Monster variety? Yeah, there's the bonus monsters and then some bonus ones that you do in like event missions. They're patched in later, like there's I think it was a Horizon Zero Dawn one and a Witcher one, maybe a couple other things. Something from Final Fantasy. I remember doing one hunt where I played like Ryu for some reason. It made all my attacks like shoot Hadoukens. It's kind of cool. Fights with a hammer though, they didn't give him unarmed attacks. I mentioned how Nurugante beat my ass. After I beat him, you're supposed to fight like 3 more Elder Dragons and the final boss. I thought it didn't make sense pacing-wise, how like the Elder Dragon Eater was weaker than the Elder Dragons, but I also beat all the Elder Dragons like pretty easily. They'd one-take Jake. The wind one gave me a little trouble. You can hit like a truck if you get a direct hit with a heavy wind blast. But, I don't know, I thought that was weird story-wise. There is a story, like a rough approximation of a story. You're like, go to a new continent where all the Elder Dragons have migrated recently for reasons, you gotta discover why. And, you do that by just annihilating monsters. They say you're doing it for the environment and it's all research, but really you're just slaughtering these things. Like, you know, whatever. I didn't really need a story. There wasn't really a story in any of the other ones, so it's kind of a new addition. What I thought was weird, though, is that all of the characters don't have names, they have titles. So it's like they just did a rough storyboard and didn't really extrapolate on it. So, like, you're the hunter, there's also the huntsman, and the commander, and the admiral, and the handler, and squad captain. And there are people just like, I'm energetic hunter, I'm a cool hunter. Very weird. That said, fuck the handler, she's like annoying and stupid and she like gets in trouble constantly. She really likes food, and maybe that's her downfall. She talks too much when you're in the town too, like, until you do the story mission, she's gonna keep saying the same thing every time you do a hunt. My shoes break or something? I'm like on the fringe of the search zone. It's like you place a marker. I am still looking for beggars, but I figured they'd hang around this guy too. Be a little too late at night though. So yeah, I mean, it's just about like constant progression, fighting new things. They didn't really need to have a story. Most of the other games didn't, and in the case that I just mentioned, the story might have even like subtracted from the experience a little, but like it's fine. The hub town, it's a little too big. You have to like run a lot to get to the various facilities. I honestly kind of wish it was just like a menu. Because it's just way too freaking big. I mean, it looks cool, I guess, but too big. There is the Gathering Hub, which I think was patched in later. It's like a little social area where you share with all the other players that are in town. And that has all the facilities in like one close-knit area, so I mean, that helps solve some problems. But then you can't notice when the new side quests pop up if you're over there, so... I think I just had to wait. Nobody out right now.
I thought it was old Bart, but then I heard him coughing his lungs up in the yard again today.
Not a chance. That old coot will outlive us all.
Who's that creeping around?
Him? But he was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
They say he went...
Another weird thing is the hunter rank I mentioned. It's basically your character level, because it limits how much you can upgrade. It's like locked by story progression, but then when you beat the story, it'll go up significantly based on how many side quests you've completed by then. I don't see why they couldn't just let it go up naturally and, like, you know, reward me when I'm stuck in a hard spot by letting me upgrade my armor more because I did side quests. I'm fucking off and doing side quests usually did help because I was able to make a new piece of equipment that would help with the situation, but still... would have been nice if there were even more crutches in that regard.
Try some wine from the Kuttenberg vineyards.
Good morning to you. Take care.
This the barber.
Guten Tag.
Hey?
Where have you gone?
I'm trying to get a damn haircut.
How are things at home? Calm down.
Where have you gone?
The celebration's over and done with. Everything's going well. I'm in a fine fettle. It's almost odd how well things are going.
Oh, please. Enjoy the peace and quiet.
Guess they're not open yet. I said I made up for like ranged attacks by just having a really long weapon, the axe. But they also added a slinger. There's like a little rocks and like moss and bombs and shit you can pick up that you can shoot at guys that are kind of useful. Even parts will break off.
Gepriesen sei der Herr.
Monsters sometimes.
What do you have for sale?
Oh, that's a nice addition. It's cool that like if something just keeps flying and never comes down, you can like shoot it in the wings and make it come down.
I'd like to do something.
Ja, finally a... Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Oh. Really didn't use it that often, but occasionally it was quite handy. For example, the Baroth and Juderos cover themselves in mud, and that like hardens, becomes armor. If you have a water attack, you can wash off the mud, and you know, make your attacks not bounce off. Ow! Attacks not bounce off them all the time. But if you don't have a water weapon, you can instead pick up some water moss and shoot it off. That's pretty cool. In fact, in the case of the Juderos, which is like a big fish, water attacks don't really do damage to it otherwise, so maybe you do want to bring like a lightning weapon instead, and just go for shooting it.
Quality goods, the finest wares.
I mentioned the Clutch Claw. That was patched into the game after Iceborne was released because it's a new mechanic. Basically, it's a grappling claw. And when you're grappled onto a monster, you can like hit it 3 times and leave a wound, which will make it take more damage and make its armor like less likely to deflect an attack.
I'll be with you.
Good day.
The entire game had to be rebalanced around this mechanic. They couldn't just make it only work for Iceborne stuff. Maybe give it to you when you get to Iceborne specifically. They made it affect everything in the game, so some people are actually really upset about it. They think that they fucked up the balance entirely, and there's a community mod, if you feel like patching down, called Ice. It has like its own multiplayer servers. People are dedicated. But, I don't know, I don't mind the system. You still have to, like, stagger it, or it'll shake you off and you'll just take damage, so it's not like it's free or anything, and if you're chasing something down, it's good to grab onto it and just keep doing that. However, it kind of invalidates mounting. If you manage to pull off a jumping attack, you can, like, land on something's head and, you know, keep smacking it for free, and it'll like ram itself into things and try and knock you off, which you can use to your advantage. In the case of something like the Diablos, which has big horns, if you're on its head, it'll try and ram its head into a wall to knock you off, but its horns will get stuck in the wall, and that'll disable it for a bit, you know.
Sigismund is doing to our lad. He wants to...
However, all the little attacks you do while you're mounted only do 1 damage, so other than like very situational cases like that, it's a lot less useful than just doing the Clutch Claw thing, which is quick and effective, and leaves a wound.
The master told me Nicholas from Prague is accepting students.
Master Nicholas of Prague.
Damn aching legs.
Swordmaster.
Courage!
Alright. There has to be Black Horse. Go there specifically.
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
So I didn't like that I had to like recraft the armor. I wish there was like an upgrade system because I dumped a lot of like upgrade materials into the original sets just to make it buy, and now they're like sitting in my inventory useless. I can sell them of course, but I want the armor spheres back. You get those through like doing little challenges, you don't just mine them or whatever, you can't buy them. Like, you know, there's a lot of work that went into getting those. Damn it, I fucking hate cities, bro.
And a whole lot of gossip.
The big city. There's no...
Noblemen shall no longer...
Where are the beggars at?
Gather round. You won't believe this. A whole village burnt to the ground. Hell on earth.
So wearing mismatched armor, especially when it's all like so big and garish, makes me look really fucking stupid sometimes. When you get to the high rank armors, you can recolor them, but you can't make them totally match ever. It's just a little lame. I wish there was like a palette selector or something you could use. Because you were definitely encouraged to mix and match sets to optimize bonuses. There's a layered armored system where like you can craft it again and put it over whatever you're wearing, but it only applies to a few things, which are usually like event related. So like that's kind of stupid. It's like it should just be applied to every piece of equipment in the game, but it doesn't.
You're up to our knees in a river of shit.
That's good. I'm sorry.
You know what? Maybe I'll buy one too. We can start a very
Be careful. God is punishing us for our sins.
I guess that's all I really got to say about it. I think it's cool that they're like I made it through the whole game using one weapon type, and like I'm still not entirely sure that I've completely mastered it.
Greetings.
So like there's replay value in being able to play it like
food.
20 times with a bunch of different weapons. I don't know that I would though, and maybe like occasionally if I was really into it and nothing to do, but I don't know, it's not short. I spent maybe, I don't know, let me check the time now. You can subtract like 30 from my original time with it. That would be like, what, 90 hours? 90 hours in the playthrough of the main campaign. And I still haven't even done all the side content just yet. Still have to, like, get the last Palico gadget.
Oh my goodness! I can't believe I'll feed my whole family. Who do I...
Thank the local guild and King Wenceslas.
Long live our good... God bless you, sir.
Oh... I think maybe when I eventually play Wilds, I'll try out a different weapon. Seems like they made significant changes to the combat, like you can do little movements between attacks, which everybody's saying that the great sword's really good now because of that. There are like arena challenges where they give you set loadouts. So if you're unfamiliar with weapons, you're a little SOL there, but it is also good for familiarizing yourself with things.
Have you got any ideas? Well,
So like I've used a hammer before, and the sword and shield. I think the insect clave's interesting, but it seems a little complicated. Intimidating, really. Yeah, initially my thought between the charge blade and the sword and shield is the sword and shield's lame. Why would you not want to use the charge blade? They're like the same thing, but the main sword and shield is like a lot more mobile, and it's fast, and you don't really have to sheath it to use items, which is very handy. God damn, how can I not get to this fucking tavern, bro? Ow. Yeah, you went out. I know you went out. Okay.
shouldn't be walking around by yourself.
Well, like, when I first started, I was trying out the weapons. That was my initial thought, pretty much. Like, they're just better options. Like, great sword, why not switch axe? It's a great sword that turns into an axe. Like, why would you not want that? Lance, gun lance. I mean, obvious. But no, they're all very unique. There are reasons to use them, and you'll find whatever suits you. But on the whole, I don't feel like it ever really wasted my time. I was always working towards a goal. It wasn't too overly hard. If I ever did get my ass kicked, I can go do something else, come back later, and like, satisfying to know I progressed that kind of way without actually like having any stats go up. You know, I just like got knowledge and, you know, changed my build around a bit. How can I not get this fucking trap? I'd give it like an 8. If the story was good, it could have easily been a 9 or a 10. I think maybe the balancing issues definitely had an impact. I would have liked to try ice, but I don't really like down patching and like potentially getting server bans and stuff like that from using mods in online games. It's the place.
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for someone called Goatskin. I hear he hangs around here.
Goatskin? That mangy piece of shit. He turns up on the street now and then, but he never shows his face in my alehouse. No Germans come here. Some Glick.
It sounds like you're not too fond of Germans.
It's the local yakkers who can't stand them. I've got nothing against them fuckers myself. If you've got glint, come in and make yourself at home. If you ain't, then fuck off.
Goatskin's German? I didn't know that.
Goatskin's above all a slippery bastard who can't be trusted. I've no idea what language he speaks. What I do know is he likes robbing Deutscher merchants. And they don't come in here.
Okay.
Any idea where I might...
You could try asking in the bathhouse, behind the yards in Hrada Quarter. They get a lot of well-heeled Deutschers in there. And some young wench there's been seeing Goatskin for a while now.
Thanks. That's all I need to know.
Have something at least, since I gave you the goods on everything. I helped you out, didn't I? Don't be a pinch purse, and cough up a bit of glint, eh?
Jesus Christ.
I'll have a look at the web.
Alright, give me a drinking book.
I'd like to discuss...
Well... You'll have to make... Finally! Thank you, sir. And come again.
The bathhouse. That's a tailor. Barber, bathhouse, right next to each other. Oh, you the barber.
Greetings.
I'm in need of your services, Master Barber.
Small fee, you can have the barber change your hairstyle and trim your beard. You can use barber services. Uh-huh. Oh, so it is just a menu. Damn. That's Henry's old haircut. I feel like he looks more mature and like tough like this. I thought it was weird at first, but you know, it feels like there was progression, time change. I like his new hair. I don't think I would go back to the old style. Polish undercut. My hands has. Dandy. Can I like there? Looking around on me. I think that one's hands. So it's kind of like his default one, but like with a side cut. Not bad. Probably feels great when you sweat. Eastern influence. Look like a Viking. Knight Errant. Oops. Oh, I might try the undercut. Let's see what kind of beards we've got here. It's the beard that we want. Dirt lip. Stubble. Moustache. Adventure beard. Goatee classic. I mean, is there no bald option? How dare they? Human scholar. Walter White. Burger, it's not bad. Well kept beard. Full beard looks good on him, yeah. Noble's beard, it's a little more trimmed up. Longer in the chin. You might just go with the normal full beard. And from here, Polish undercut, maybe? don't know if I like it better than his default hair or not. Especially with the beard, like... I don't know, I feel like it's weird to just shave away the sides and like still have hair on most of your face. Maybe this would look better with just a mustache. Nah, we'll keep his classic hair. Give him a beard.
You clean up well, good man.
Hell yeah, fresh cut buff. Meaty Mary. Oh.
Greetings. What?
Do you get a lot of German merchants here?
We used to. From all over the place. But mainly Lausitz. But there aren't so many these days, unfortunately.
You're not naked, but you ain't leaving much to the imagination either.
Why, unfortunately? Aren't the locals good enough for you?
Of course they are. But they've got less coin, and they live here. Wayfarers always spend more than the locals. But there's one who hasn't stopped coming. Udo, he's called. But that's all I can tell you about him. He ain't interested in our services.
He just drinks here.
Drinks and plays dice. Almost every evening.
Thanks.
You're welcome. But stick around and spend some coin, so I ain't telling you this for nothing. See you later.
Yeah, I could use a bath.
Looks like someone's happy to see me.
Nobody else has got magic hands like you do.
Magic hands, you say?
Welcome, sir. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin.
Do I know him? That fucker is the bane of our lives. Why are you even looking for an idiot like him?
He knows some things that I'd like to know too.
What would he know? A mangy vagabond?
Do you know where he might be?
How should I know? If I knew, I'd have told Adam long ago. He'd wring the bastard's neck in a trice. Last week alone, he robbed 3 of our customers. All German.
Yep. Yeah.
Why does he choose to rob Germans?
A German merchant always has more coin in his purse than a Czech one. Haven't you noticed that?
No, I don't rob German merchants.
Could you tell me where exactly he robbed the customers?
Hard to say. You know how it is. Drunk and merry gents who can hardly walk. But it usually happens somewhere near the Black Horse, and in those lanes there. The bastard stays clear of the main streets. For good reason.
It doesn't go in the Black Horse, but near it.
You know Goatskin seeing one of your girls?
What? Nonsense. I mean, I wouldn't put anything past my girls, but I can't believe they choose to hang out with a vagabond like that.
That's what I heard.
Everyone badmouths whores. You know what it's like. Nobody stands up for them. But if it's true, then as soon as I found out who, she'll be out on her arse.
Have you got any German customers here now?
What do you think? No, because words got round. Except Udo. He couldn't care less, it seems.
And is Udo here now?
No, it's too early for him. He usually comes later in the evening. I reckon he only comes here when other alehouses kick him out.
Jesus. Alright.
Thanks.
You're welcome. And have a word with Adam if you really want to find your goatskin. He's the owner. I reckon he'd be keen to find him too.
Can I get a bath?
My body is in need of rest and relaxation.
And what are you interested in, sir?
Hand job. You know, let's see what happens.
Use the company of a pretty bath maid.
My girls know how to make a fella happy.
What I really need right now is a little taste of paradise.
All right, but money up front.
$20 is $20, eh?
Let's talk about the price.
Certainly, no problem.
Do you accept?
Well, if you offer a little... All right, then. Let's get to it. Follow me.
Oh, I always get hungry after a fuck like that. I'll go and find something to eat.
You gonna bring it to me or what? That means your nose is so wet.
And then I look all downcast and say, I'm going to get into trouble for being all wet.
I knew it would be something like that.
One beer.
Damn it! Alright, where is this Adam fella?
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
How many have I?
Good. You know what? Maybe I'll buy one too. We could start a ferry service.
You shouldn't.
Walking around by yourself.
Hanka from Prague.
Greetings.
I'm looking for a fella called Goatskin. I heard he sometimes comes here.
Aye, he turns up now and again. The louse. The bastard's ruining my business. 2 of my customers refused to come here again after he robbed them one night.
That's not very nice. And you wouldn't have some idea where I might find Goatskin, would you? I reckon it'd suit you if he packed it in.
You bet it would. But if I knew where to find him, I'd wring his neck myself. That bitch Mary's bound to know, though. She denies it, but we all know she's walking out with him.
What, lousy Mary?
I thought you bathhouse girls stuck together. What have you got against Mary?
There's a limit to everything. As soon as you mess with someone's livelihood, you ain't no sister to anyone. She can marry that cripple for all I care, but when he robs our guests and ruins our reputation, she should grab him by the balls herself and... oh, never mind.
Thanks then. I'll be off.
If you find him, give him a slap from me. God be with you, sir.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Have you got anything good to drink here?
Of course I do, handsome. Would you like some? And then maybe we can have a bit of fun. How about it?
Why, just like that?
Yeah, I'll have a drink.
Here you go. Cheers.
Oof. That's some strong stuff. Whoa. What is it?
It'll make you feel real good. But now I'm interested in something else, handsome. How'd you like to have a little fun?
Christ! What's the hold-up?
So, this is Lousy Mary, right? And she just gave me some crazy drink. Like, maybe there's a sleep potion in it? I feel like I'm maybe about to get robbed. But it could be a lead, so,
Why not? While I'm here? Only my throat is still burning like hell.
No, we're just, like, there's no sound. Are we fucking or not? Or is she just a lousy fuck? Well, that wasn't very good, but it was free.
I'm looking for Goatskin. Do you know him?
Nah, you're a good-looking fella. What would I want with some goat skin when I've got a handsome young buck right here in front of me? I couldn't care less about your goat skin.
But I do. And the girls here tell me you know him quite well.
So, you're not here to have a good time. Shame. I know Goatskin, but don't expect me to tell you anything. He's lying low, and for good reason. You ain't the first to come looking for him.
Why is he hiding? Who from?
How should I know? He's never far from trouble. Goes with his trade, doesn't it?
Pose.
Where is he hiding?
I don't know. And even if I did, I don't see why I should tell you. That's why he's hiding. So strangers like you don't find him.
You tell me because my dick's bigger, and you know it.
Come on now. Do I really look like someone who'd want to hurt him?
No, you don't.
You see? I'm trying to help Goatskin. But I can't do that if I don't know where he is.
Help him? With what?
With this situation he's in. It's complicated. And the less you know, the better.
All right. I understand. He gets me into enough trouble as it is.
There you go. So where's he hiding?
There's a yard behind the bathhouse leading to a side alley. Right next to it is the Black Horse Tavern. And at the opposite end, you'll see a barn behind a wall. There's a funny little window at the top. That's where.
I'll look for it.
Help him, will you? I'm starting to be afraid for him.
I'll see what I can do. It's not easy.
God be with you.
Was that music in the game? It sounded like there were two conflicting songs playing at the same time. Okay, so it's kind of nearby. She gave me his exact location, so I don't have to really set up a trap this time. Be. As in, be yourself.
That piece of land is mine! You're pouring it over the fence! Your brother built that fence!
For shame.
This looks like the barn Mary was talking about. How to
I'm
get
sorry.
in there?
I wasn't paying attention.
Keep close to us. Excuse me.
I saw a post on Reddit of a guy like put new gutters on his house, and he pointed them like right at the foundation of his neighbor's house, and like immediately it just started eroding. Like you can see the bottom of the foundation, like it's just like, you know, that thick concrete, and then you can get your hand under. That's really fucked up, actually. Of course, he was talking about like dumping shit in his yard, which is a little different. That works. Wait, bro.
Wow. Look who we have here. You must be Goatskin, eh?
What? What are you doing here?
What do you think? Looking for you.
But I'm,
Shit in my
hiding.
fucking
I
pants.
should be, talking to anyone.
But I found you. So you're not hidden anymore.
I have a couple of questions for you.
Look, I didn't. I never told nobody. Nobody. I swear. I'll even swear to Samuel and his God if he wants.
Who the hell is Samuel?
You weren't sent by Sam.
I wouldn't be
No.
asking you if I was, would I?
You know, like, I promise not to talk about it no more. They'll kill me otherwise.
We can help you.
I get that. But do you think they'll just forget about it? How long do you intend to hide?
Until I have enough. You know, glint to take off.
Well, I could help you with that. I know a lot of people. Getting you out of town won't be a problem. If you help me, I'll help you.
That sounds, you know, promising. But I still need coin. I can't just pack up and take off.
Coin shouldn't be a problem. I know somewhere you can hole up. Help me, and I'll pay you back.
Well, I'd like to know what place you have in mind, innit?
Do you know the Devil's Den?
But it's a shithole. They ain't too fond of me neither. And the feeling's mutual, like, to tell the truth.
Aye, but you're thinking of the band that used to be there. Now it's my comrades who have it under their thumb. Just tell them Henry sent you, and they'll let you stay a while. If you help me, that is.
That don't sound too bad. Folks are getting fed up with me here. What'll it cost me?
Just some information. That's all.
All right. What do you want to know?
I heard you were spying for some nobleman. Is that true?
I was doing nothing but, you know, like, I was spying for 2 weeks.
Spine? Or who?
Does this gentleman have a name?
He does. He's one of them, you know, Jews. Samuel, his name is. He was nice to me till I
Samuel
started blathering.
Steen. Samuel Berg.
Do you know where I could find this Samuel?
Go to that, you know, synagogue. He hangs around it in front of it, and people, like, brings him news of what's on the grapevine, you know. And evenings he sits around at the King Solomon. It's like a, you know, a Jewish tavern. But watch out. They ain't too welcoming towards our people there.
I think King Solomon, like in hell. He's like a demon at this point, like he's one of the princes or something. Could be thinking of someone else. Like, technically the demon prince is like Leviathan for greed, but I think he is like the image people use for greed more often.
Have you ever heard the name Liechtenstein?
I don't know him, but I heard Samuel telling his people, like them Jews, I mean, about this, what's his name? Liechtenstein.
What exactly did he say? Did he speak about him in a good way or a bad way?
I don't know. I just remembered a funny name. I don't pay much heed to things that what don't concern me.
No, I'm thinking of King Minos. Minos. Something like that.
And you call yourself a spy?
Watch it, mate. I remember things well enough, but only what they pays me to remember. I ain't gonna, fill my head up with shit that don't concern me for free.
Jesus wept. What is it you did as a spy?
Mostly I was standing guard in front of that palace, like Ruthards' place. I was watching for who was going in and out, see? Who, with who, where, when, and that.
And what went on there?
Well, people was coming and going, all sorts of nobles, and I'd tell Samuel what colours they was carrying, see? I was good at that. I remember pictures good,
I'll be going then. And you should disappear. Now you've got somewhere to go.
All right, listen, now you've helped me out, I'll be hitting the road, soon at any rate, so I can let you have something. It won't be no use to me anyways.
Alright, what is it?
I'm all ears.
I put some things aside. It's a well-hidden stash, but it ain't easy to get to it. And I ain't gonna risk it now.
Stash?
That sounds interesting. Where is it?
In them secret, tunnels under the city.
Secret tunnels? Talking about... No, so wait, sewers don't exist yet.
Secret passageways? That sounds like bollocks to me.
Bollocks, it's bollocks. Every other house has a door in the cellar that leads somewhere. You're in a mining town, so there's been loads of digging beneath it. That's why Sam paid me, because I know my way round them tunnels. And if you give me a couple of groschen, I can teach you too. You can clear out my stash, and judging by the look of you, knowing your way round, underground like, that ought to come in handy for you, innit?
Yeah, maybe. You just give it to me, bitch.
Goatskin. Just because I was nice to you once, doesn't mean you can fuck with me now. Tell me what you know right this instant, or I'm gonna lose my temper.
Well, no need to fly off the handle, like... I'll tell you, of course.
Why are you gonna offer me it and then make me pay?
Spit it out.
Oh, all right. It's like this. I know them passageways because I got my hands on this map, like. This old thief gave it to me. And when I, got it in my head, like, I flogged it, see?
What?
A treasure map? You're yanking my pizzle, aren't you?
No. I swear, on my Mars soul. It ain't a treasure map, it's a map of what's below ground.
Big difference. Where's this map, then?
I flogged it to this thief. Angel, he called himself.
Called himself? So this angel is back in heaven now, is he?
Aye. He was hanged outside the city walls. He's still swinging there. And I know he had that map sewn into his coat. It were his most prized possession. But watch out. The gallows is guarded to stop quacks cutting off the dead bodies, bits and pieces, fingers and that, like.
What? What?
Thanks. You've been a great help.
That's me through and through, innit? I'd better be off, like. I've got a long journey ahead of me.
Off you go.
God be with you.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'll have to break my legs going down walls.
Apparently, the city council is organising an...
Okay. Oh, there's a Samuel at a synagogue. And to find more beggars. They didn't mark the gallows. I'm not sure where to find those. Maybe that's this here. That looks kind of like a gallows. Oh, there it is. So, I'll talk to Samuel first. And quest is called Into the Underground. It sounds like I might have to go into the underground.
Collection for repairs to the fortifications.
Are they out of their bloody minds? They had two collections just like it already.
Keep close to the others. It's not safe.
Maybe, but I have to make
Like
do with
speaking
the
in code to
money
me?
till
What the hell was
next Sunday.
that?
Flour, eggs, and bacon.
Ah, cobbler. I need a new cobbler kit.
Willkommen. Take a look around, but no funny business, hey? Was wünschst du?
I'll have a look at the...
Oh, yes, the noble's belt and the noble's pouch. Leather gloves. Ugh. $52. Holy. Hold on. What are my Naka gloves? 3 of 4. Jesus, what? Is that real? Yeah. I feel like I should get like a neutral color. These are like kind of yellowish, but they're not too far from leather. I like the red ones too, though. Yeah, I'll go red. Mm-hmm. charisma stats better on these. Armor value is about the same.
Let's talk about the...
Do we have a deal? That's not in... Aye, you'll convince me with... Danke und viel Glück für die
Alright. Let me, put on some new shoes. And new belt. Whoa. Oh!
Kommt, mein Herr.
What do you have for...
I will sell my old crap to you. Stolen right now. I can't even get rid of that if I wanted to. Damn. Alright, just one. Alright.
Let's talk about the...
Das könnte...
Give me everything you got.
Sehr gut. I can agree to... Danke. Das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
Danke. Alright, synagogue. Yeah, weapon shop.
A wonderful day for a wonderful...
You shouldn't be out here alone. Day for some fine wares.
What would you like, sir? I'll have a look at the...
Doesn't have anything fancy. The poleaxe proper. I think this is the strongest polearm available. I don't really have anything I'd want.
I hope you'll find what you're looking for next time.
Yeah, well, maybe if you didn't stock garbage, might have bought something.
Big and small, round and thin. Come and buy some.
Might be able to get there from here, and assuming there's an entryway. It looks like there is. So you can make the next turn. That armor.
Properly. Do not waste your time with
I don't need it. I just want to mark it on the map. Stepping shit in my new shoes. It's crazy that none of these people know about bacteria. Like, it's not even a concept.
Did you hear the dirt stallion is shagging us, old woman? If you know it, then so does
I reckon like late 1800s before they start to figure that out.
That's your surprise.
Ah,
A simple misunderstanding.
that's like an evil Jew. He has a big old nose.
How are things at home? Calm down a bit?
Aye, the celebration's over and done with. Everything's going well.
When I say evil Jew, I mean it looks like a little gremlin. I don't mean that Jews are evil.
Please, enjoy the peace and quiet of the past.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
A goalie?
What do you think Goy means?
It means you do not belong here.
It means nation in Hebrew. So you're just as much a Goy as I am.
Good one. A goy lecturing a Jew on Hebrew. All right. But I suggest you do not repeat it around these parts. Not everyone is as tolerant as I. So, what do you want?
I'm looking for someone called Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right.
Well, you're
I'm looking for
suspicious.
John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
It isn't just anyone looking for Liechtenstein. It'd be better for Samuel to say what he knows, if he doesn't want any unnecessary trouble.
I do not care who sent you. You will not impress me like that. We play by my rules here.
So how can I impress you?
Impressions are worth nothing. I'm only of interest to you Goyim when you need something. To you, I'm just a dirty Jew.
All right.
Whoa.
What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix.
Well, if your people can't handle it, why not?
You are no better than my people. But unfortunately, they were all born under our star. And that is a problem in this case.
I understand. What's this about, then?
You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
Hey, man. I don't give a shit about the Christian babies. Just the one that you killed. For your ancestors, and you have to suffer for it because, you know, I'm white. I deal with it too.
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
I can never unhear it, alright? Now, I know that everybody in this land is uncircumcised. Which I don't know, it slips my mind that it's not the norm. In America, it's the norm. Probably because most of our doctors are Jewish. I don't give a shit, but, like, why? Like... I can understand the arguments that both have benefits, alright? There's like no cleaning if you're uncut, but one's like the way God intended, and the foreskin probably had a purpose, like keeping shit out of your dick hole. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Still, I just wasn't thinking about it, and now I am.
Alright, I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
At the start of the day according to my calendar, or yours?
I see you're in the know. At the start of my day, so when the first 3 stars come out.
Right, so they meet after sunset. The miners' district, an abandoned house with a small yard by the ramparts.
That's right. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today. If you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
You'll keep your end of the deal, I hope.
Don't worry. I keep my promises.
So you say... Dirty J? Anti-Semites meeting. Am I like about to become a neo-Nazi or a prio-Nazi?
Frei. Good doggy. Goodbye.
Kauft ein. Schließe bald.
Damn it, I hate cities. Jews. Got Jews outside the city. This looks like it'll take me out in the open. Whoa! Look at those rocks!
Keep close to others.
Butcher. I need GPS. When did it say that was? The evening? After sunset, I have to wait, and the sun's going down. Suppose I'll just read a book. The tavern of ours, from top to bottom, such a lovely place. The soup is hot, the beer is cold. There's a smile on the innkeeper's face. Oh.
Hey! Hey!
Maybe I really will become an anti-Semite, goddamn.
Well, what are you doing, Moishe?
Food's a caporra piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down.
Sprich deine Gebete, Arschloch.
Jakob. Shit. Moses. Hey, my hair's shaved in the cutscene.
Don't kill him! You're gonna beg for mercy? After this?
We can make a deal. We have some of your people, we can exchange them.
What?
Our people? What the hell are you talking about?
We caught some of them yesterday, trying to get to Liechtenstein, just like you.
No, I'm after Liechtenstein because I need to talk to him. I'm not his enemy. But if you know where he is, you better take me to him. Right now.
I have my orders. I'm not supposed to let anyone near him. Especially not someone who just beat my two best men. I'm not a fool.
But you're a Jew.
I'll go unarmed. If that'll convince you.
I really shouldn't be saying stuff like that. It's like a hot topic right now. Where people have very red-hot opinions. That Radzig sword. With the Martin on it.
I'll trust you. But in return, you have to trust me. You can't see where we're going.
Maybe he knows Martin.
All right. But no tricks.
Those are the rules.
One of your best men's a fuck up, by the way. So I point that out.
Wait. Who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure. But he says he knows you, and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Doing a terrible job.
Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Oh, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine.
Hell yeah, bro.
Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now.
Gonna be everything we say.
But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman? On the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Talmberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You?
Hell yeah, bro.
Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
Von Berghoff was attacked around the same time by the same men, so we thought we were on the same side as him. And we wanted to help him catch the bandits as a goodwill gesture.
Why didn't he catch them himself?
He tried. We found out for him that the bandits were holed up at Nabokov. When he sent his soldiers to their lair, we went with them. We wanted to be there and get Istvan.
And that's where you killed him?
No. We were nearly killed ourselves. Again.
By Istvan?
No, he wasn't there. The bandits were led by a fellow who fucked us right up, and von Bergov's entire force, too. He lured us into a trap and slaughtered everyone. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
Yeah.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon.
Big
Then what?
cannon. That's like the Spanish super unit in Age of Empires 3.
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toff, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Bergov took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
Yep, and it's our allies' fault. Fuck them.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. Ah, if only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as it happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdol. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Ah, Jobst.
He has a point.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts. And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal.
Yeah.
Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Yeah, I mean...
Thank you. You don't know how much it means to me.
Don't worry your head over it. If I was tortured, I'd tell them everything I knew before the iron was hot.
Well, thanks.
But I'd regret it as well. I don't like pain, that's all. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why
I like this guy better than Yost.
Oh.
He's not a scum.
How's that?
He's a homie.
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Ruthards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Oh, alright. Sounds like you knew. Dingus.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell 3 of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
Yeah, I might be able to do it.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't
Stealth
just
mission,
launch an assault on
maybe.
Malashov. It's a strong fortress. You'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Ruthards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Ruthard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Ruthard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who will help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well,
I do like revenge.
Get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before
I don't
you go?
know where to find you, unless you're gonna let me walk out the door.
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot.
Alright.
All right. I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Me daily bread. It's a nice bed. What's this? Tunnels beneath the city. I don't want to get lost in there. I'm better off getting the map. How are we on time? I don't feel like much happened, but I was also lost wandering around looking for people. So, alright, we're at 3 hours. I got a little more in me. Maybe like 30 minutes. We can go to the gallows and grab that map or something. Look for more beggars. I should like quit wearing out my shoes already.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Oh, I forgot to leave the cabbage. God damn it. It didn't mark it on the map, so my small brain was just like, go. Just go to the marked area, you know? Like, yeah. We did do all those fistfights beforehand, but still. We really ought to get some rest. We've been up for like a day or two now. Where the fuck am I going?
Easy, good horse. Oh.
Why does this not feel like the right place? Because it's not.
Slowly. Nice and slow.
Okay, so this is a slum. The beggars should be around here, I'd hope. Though, it won't be up right now. Like, sun's actually about to rise. I wonder if that got any rest from... I did, okay. We're rested. I do need to eat. I got no helmet.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
I don't know what I'm doing. I should go to the gallows and get the coat off the guy before anyone wakes up, right? That would be smart. I think I can get out of town right here. Unless it's fucking sealed. Yeah, it's not an exit. Down there then.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
I think I really don't need to have a torch out this early in the morning, man.
Quick! Whoa! Whoa!
Wow, they got a lot of different scaffoldings for this. I guess they got a lot of criminals. Alright, got what I needed. I wonder if those spurs ever lost their status. Kind of forgot about them. Yeah, they're good.
Ka!
Yeah! Okay. So, back to looking for beggars.
God! Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Do I have any, like, Frankfurt steel on my horse right now? No. I could, like, always rent a room and then come run over there.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Oh.
Just doesn't feel right going slow when you're on a horse. Also, not sure where any of these sods live, bruv. I'm just gonna chill and read a book and we'll find him walking around the street, I guess. Here's some book learning. You look like a beggar. Probably one that already fed though. Son of a bitch.
God be with you.
God be with you.
Greetings, my
I brought you some
days old sausage.
Sweet gee! I'll fill my... Who do I...
All this...
Is this how the guild... May God bless... well, good sir.
My God! You're all covered.
I brought you some food.
Sweet Jesus, I can't believe it. Who do I thank?
All this...
Is this how the... May God be with you, sir?
You there, Halt! Come in!
Me?
Can't all the guys I've already spoken to, come on.
What is it? Show me your...
I'm sorry.
What have I done wrong? We have to search anyone
I have a quote with a such suspicious looking person, said I'm not sure what suspicious means, so I'm searching you.
Go home and sleep it off. You're getting mad.
Welcome, sir.
I brought you some...
Dear God, I'll fill my belly, and who should I thank?
I'm sorry.
Be that as it. I'll be with you, sir.
When you two were still playing with hobby horses.
Oh, yeah? Come on, then.
Smells like trouble to me.
Do a good deed, and God will repay you.
Oh, we need to find more beggars.
She's got this nasty premonition. What premonition? I've got a barrel.
Easy, good horse.
That madman. Why'd he do it?
Do it. Someone's lying. These vermin.
What's that?
What are you lying here for? That's a lot of blood.
At least to stop the bleeding.
There's someone lying here. Hey, wake up.
I didn't really see anyone else like in the city. Like, are they not allowed in the marketplace or something? Yeah, there's one.
God be with you.
I'm bringing you...
Oh my good. Who do I?
Sorry.
Your modesty will surely. You have my thanks.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, there's another one. Bad spot to beg.
What?
I brought you some food.
Dear God! I'll fill my belly. Who should I?
All this...
Is this how the guild takes? May God bless. Take care.
Lord be with.
I brought you some...
Dear God, I'll fit. Who should?
I'm sorry.
Modest. Farewell, good sir.
Spread the word a little, but not too much. Son tells me they're not going to be satisfied with me not leaving the cabbage behind. I could go back and do it, I guess, but where do I get a cabbage? Probably should have nicked one when I was at the Jewish area. I saw the cart full of cabbages that made me remember in the first place.
Quality goods here.
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
This looks like a beggar camp.
Greetings.
I brought you some...
Dear God, I'll feed my... Who should I thank?
I'm sorry.
Be that as it may. God be with you, good sir.
Alright. Is that taken care of? Yeah. Says I left it empty. I mean, I can buy a cabbage here, yeah. Go back, perhaps.
Be hanging around here, friend.
Sorry, I'm looking for the fucking proprietor of this fine establishment.
It's not safe here.
Embroidery!
Isn't it a bit early?
Yeah, whatever. Fuck it. I just wanna get this quest done. Say greeny.
And they don't collect tithes before then.
Fine wares here. Quality merchandise.
It's shit! It smells like fish!
Easy, good horse.
Greeting. What brings you here?
I did what you asked me to do.
Great! So you robbed the chest and fed the poor?
The chest is emptied.
And you left the cabbage for him?
No.
Oh, it was such an easy task.
I forgot.
Never mind. What about the beggars?
I fed as many people as I could.
You're a hero. Folk will really appreciate that, you know. They've never eaten like this before. Now, that wasn't so hard, was it? And that feeling of satisfaction. We may not be any richer, and yet...
You know what? I'm beginning to understand the guild's modesty.
See? And now, let's talk about your next job. Just before I tell you more about it, try talking to Rat. I'm sure there are a few side jobs for a chap like you. And Goliath could teach you how to throw a proper punch. He's the best brawler far and wide.
Alright.
Farewell, good sir.
Hey! Where's that beer?
Wonder if he teaches moves or if he's just a trainer. Oi, rat. Oi, rat. Oi, rat.
Greetings, sir. What would you like?
I'm Henry, a new member of the guild.
I'm Rat. That's what they call me. My nimble fingers can deal with any lock. Me and Hog, we're the main workforce in the guild. Hog is my best friend.
Alright.
Chenyek said you might have some work on the side for me.
Sure. You did a pretty good job last time. I'll give you that. So, I think you can be trusted.
So, do you have something?
You know the rules. If I tell you about it, you can't back out.
Ah, that's fucked up.
I know how it is. I'll do it.
Good. But there's a catch. It's not dangerous, it's just not for the faint of heart. You see, a certain mine owner recently kicked the bucket, and we need to bring him back to life.
You what?
That Hanneman Rot may have been a cunt, but he sure was rich, and above all, childless. So, by law, the church, the city, and that Hungarian whoreson Sigismund will all get a share of his property.
And what do you want me to do?
Fortunately, Rot was vain enough to be buried in a tomb with his rings, and more importantly, his seal. Now do you get it?
Ah, I understand. The guild could use the seal to conclude a few interesting binding contracts, eh?
Most astute. Exactly so. Bring me the seal, and whatever else you find on the way is yours. Corpses can always be difficult, so if you want any good luck charms, just say so.
Where is the dead mine owner's tomb?
Right in the Sedlet's graveyard in the underground ossuary. Just look for a freshly bricked hole in the wall. It might be marked with something.
I know the place.
What does the seal look like?
Nothing special, just a bronze seal on a neck chain.
Good. Now I know everything.
So, break a leg, brother.
Brother. Oh, thief talismans?
Tell me more about these thieves' charms.
One couldn't get by without them in our profession. You can usually buy them cheap from an executioner or knacker, since they're the only ones who can cut into corpses. Fingers, hair, veins, teeth, and fingernails. They're all good if you want to be lucky and not get caught red-handed.
For real? What the fuck?
Do you have one of those thieves' charms for good luck?
Naturally. Tried and true. Yours for a few groschen.
Fine. I'll buy it. Is this enough?
You really won't. By all means. Here it is. May it serve you well.
What do you have for sale?
Just a bunch of junk. So is that like a jewelry item? Guess it's gonna be under other. I just hold it and it's just how it works. Oh, it was that Goliath bloke.
Are they out of their bloody minds? They had two collections just like
shouldn't be
it already.
walking around by
And there are
yourself.
still holes in the walls.
Welcome.
I'd like to learn.
What is this?
Nah, never mind.
Scaffolding and 20 men working their asses off.
You said you have some more work for me. What is it?
Well, you might have noticed there's some houses in Kuttenberg with peculiar symbols on them.
The ones with the Jew goblins?
Of course I have.
I figured someone like you would notice them right away. But I'm sure you don't know why they're there, eh?
What are they for?
Before we was here, before the guild, even before Sigismund turned up, this whole place was under the thumb of another gang. They didn't have a name, and they wasn't aiming at a greater cause like us. They was mostly thieves, but it was hard to get the drop on them, on account of how cunning they was.
And they used these symbols?
They thought them up.
And what were they for, these symbols?
It was a way of marking houses. One of the crew drew a symbol to send a message to the others.
Smart idea. But what's it got to do with me?
Being able to use them symbols would come in plenty handy for us. Think of all the benefits. We tracked down one of the old gang recently. His name's Hinek, but he used to call himself Greaser. He was a bit of a know-it-all and made fun of everything. I sent Hogg to find out the meaning of the symbols from him, but I'd rather someone else kept an eye on him.
Alright.
Where can I find this Hinek Greaser fella?
I'm glad you're up for it. His house is on the edge of the check quarter, near the gate. Care, sir.
Careful.
People.
Knuckles is like trying to subvert the greater cause. I hear him out though.
Keep close to the others.
Who's this Knuckles?
Careful. Hey.
Chenyak wants me to do something.
What does he want this time? That idiot would be better off finding himself a woman instead of thinking up damn fool shit. Let me guess. It's something real important that'll help us in our noble cause.
I'm supposed to keep an eye on Hogg, who went to find out the meaning of the old thieves' symbols around Kuttenberg.
And what do you think about it? Are you gonna help him?
No, why not?
I think so. It could help in our fight against Sigismund.
I guarantee you Sigismund don't give a fuck about no scribbles on houses. This is just a missed opportunity for us to line up purses.
You think so?
Look here, friend. If you find out something about them symbols and tell me, and I mean only me, I promise you, we'll make a fortune out of it. They ain't just any old symbols. They're thieves' symbols, see? Help me out, and you won't regret it.
Well, that's exactly why we should use them as our group. Like, you're crazy.
I'll have to think about it.
Don't wear your brain out. There ain't nothing to think over.
I don't like
when you
this
find
guy.
out more about them symbols, you know where to find me. Oh well.
I'm sorry.
Bro. Alright. Yeah, it's all the way over there. I'm gonna, like, walk over there and then call it a day, because, like, I gotta piss, and we've gone on, yeah, it's probably around 3.5 now, right? Yeah, a little more. So, we're at time. Sorry, I wasted most of it being lost in a city, but, you know, we can tell ourselves that we're a little more familiar with the place now. We're not. I'll never be used to it, even, like... Novigrad in The Witcher 3 was pretty bad too, but at least there was a mini-map to help me not get lost.
Easy, good horse.
At least I was talking for most of it, that helps. Or maybe it didn't, you know, maybe it kept me distracted, but still, it's not like we just did nothing and walked around in silence. That'd be like, something so egregious I'd maybe edit it out of the video, the VOD later on. I don't do that so often anymore, because I feel like I'm doing alright. It hasn't really been since freaking Dragon Age when we had all the masochism mods on that I cut stuff out.
Whoa! Easy, good horse.
Ah, shit. I mean, the...
I have not changed my answer. I will not sell you the rights to my mines. Not today, not tomorrow, nor in 100 years. You will not get your hands on my silver.
You forget, I have influential friends. If you won't sell the mines, you'll lose them. Just like Malashov. Along with your life, if you defy me.
You like a mobster or something, bro? Is that what the cool hat's for?
Mind your step. Two can play that game. Did you really think that I didn't know you were stealing the royal silver, eh? When your self-proclaimed king finds that out, your head will be on the chopping block.
Seize that traitor!
Oh, it's the girl. I've
Not
seen so much of
another
her.
Step.
You'll get yours too, turtle dove.
She'll be our new sweetheart because she's beautiful.
What are you waiting for? Can't you see? They're threatening the
And
royal
she shot a man,
master.
that's kind of hot.
He's one of them! Get him!
Fuck. I don't even know I'm here and they're attacking me, bro. Like, why? Alright, nothing says I'm your ally like I killed your enemies. Spill blood together, you gotta love me.
Damn. They gave me a going over. Good thing you showed up, lad.
You alright, sir? Looks like you took some hits.
It's just a scratch.
Papa, my God, you're hurt.
I'm all right. What the hell was that, Rosa?
I saved your life. Didn't you notice?
We would have been in the right if you hadn't taken the shot. Now we have the blood of the king's men on our hands. Do you have any idea what this means?
Was I supposed to let one of Sigismund's lackeys insult us in our own home?
And you thought this was a better solution?
You know what?
Hell yeah, bro.
Let's just leave it be. I don't want to argue in front of the young man here. Apologies for the mess, stranger. There aren't usually so many corpses strewn about our courtyard.
I should be the one apologising. Some of it is my handiwork.
It won't be your concern, though. I promise. We'll call the guards and tell them what happened. That Ulrich Vavak and his men attacked us for no reason.
You think that will make them let us off the hook?
Not for free. But knowing young Plimo, the commander of the guard, I'm sure he won't refuse my coin. But back to you, lad. Who are you? And why have you graced us with your visit?
I'm Henry of Scalitz, squire to Lord Capon of Perkstein.
Pleased to meet you. Conslin Ruthard. And this feisty creature here is my daughter Rosa.
Like father, like daughter.
Why did your master send you?
Feisty she-cat.
He didn't, sir. Unfortunately, he's in enemy captivity.
We're sorry to hear that.
But I plan to rescue him. And I believe you can help me with that.
We can? How?
Lord Capon is held at Malashov.
Our Malashov? I don't envy him. I was planning on fixing the roof before they took it from us. It's full of leaks. I doubt its new master will lift a finger to do anything about it. But tell me, why would I meddle in matters that don't concern me?
Well, we all stand on the same side. Against Sigismund.
That is undoubtedly true. I don't like that ginger bastard either.
Bro, your daughter's a
Especially
ginger
since
and
his
probably
people
your
started
wife.
sticking their fingers in my coffers. But to get involved in something as dangerous as freeing a captured nobleman in a territory conquered by Sigismund?
We have to do something to help. I know it's dangerous.
Dangerous? It's madness. What if somebody finds out?
Nobody will know.
You haven't been in Kuttenberg for long, have you? The walls have ears here. I'd only end up with my head on the chopping block. And I don't even want to think about what they'd do to Rosa.
That's true. As long as Vavak's breathing down our necks, we have to be careful.
Who is he, anyway?
Ulrich Vavak von Neuhaus. The new Millhouse appointed by Sigismund himself. He's had it in for us ever since he took over the office. He's been pressuring me to hand over my mining rights. It seems he'd like to see me reduced to a beggar. And now we've killed his men. The king's men. I'll have to reach deep into my pocket to get out of that. Like Rosa said, lad. As long as Vavak is around, my hands are tied. I'm sorry.
Then let's get rid of Vavak. He must have some weakness, right?
There may be one. It's obvious Vavak is getting richer than his office warrants. There are rumors going around that he's stealing the king's silver. He even uses it to mint counterfeit groschen, using a fake die. If Sigismund were to find out, he'd have him
Vavak didn't die
executed
in that
once,
fight just now. He ran off like a little
regardless of
bitch.
his noble blood.
But you need evidence to make such an accusation, right?
Exactly.
But how do we find it?
Some of the silver goes missing somewhere along the way to the mint, and we have to find out where.
Find out? But how? They don't let just anyone into the mines and smelting works.
You're right. Only authorized people are allowed in. Fortunately, we have an ally. My friend Peter of Pisek. They ousted him from the Mintmaster's office, but his brother Christian remained in the Italian court. He wanted to become the Mintmaster himself, but because of Vavak, he had to settle for the steward's office. He hates him even more than we do on account of it.
And that's saying something.
Christian and I were just talking about his suspicions. He'd welcome any dirt you can dig up on Vavak, just as much as I would. If you go to him and ask for help on my behalf, I'm sure he'll accommodate you. I'll help you free Lord Capon in exchange for evidence of Vavak's fraud. That's fair, isn't it?
All right.
Yeah,
It's a
sure.
deal. I've already met Peter of Pisek, and I know he can be trusted. Let's hope the same goes for his brother.
Excellent. You'll find Christian and Horshan at the estate near the mines. Tell him the password, Via Argentum, the pot of silver. He'll know who he's dealing with. But be careful, both of you. This is our last chance to stop Vavak.
We'll be praying for you.
Alright, alright. Well, at least that wasn't crazy long, but still happened. That's all we've got for today. Iceborne, it's only supposed to be about 20 hours of content. I don't know what that means. Like, is it just like one zone's worth of hunts, maybe 4 hunts? Like, I'm not sure. I might have it finished by the next time we stream, though. Unless I'm back in a few days. We'll see what happens there. I haven't really touched anything else. I might have, but, you know, not close anymore to anything, so yeah. So you got to look forward to. And I will see